I stood frozen in the middle of the airport terminal, the hum of rolling suitcases and muffled announcements buzzing around me like distant static. The brochure my parents thrust into my hands felt crisp and foreign, its glossy pages filled with images of the Eiffel Tower at sunset, gondolas gliding through Venetian canals, and sun-drenched Spanish beaches. Emily, my younger sister by 2 years, clutched her new passport with manicured nails, her eyes wide with excitement as she traced the itinerary with one finger. "This is going to be epic," she said, her voice light and bubbly, the kind that always drew smiles from strangers. Mom nodded vigorously, adjusting the strap of Emily's designer backpack, the one Dad had surprised her with just last week. 3 weeks across Europe, Paris, Rome, Barcelona, and it's the experience of a lifetime. Dad clapped her on the shoulder, his broad hand lingering with pride. "We're so proud of you for this, Em. It'll shape who you become." Then, almost as an afterthought, he turned to me. "Iris, we pulled from your college fund to cover the bulk. Flights, hostels, Eurail pass. It's about $6,000. You'll manage. You always do." The words hit like a slow-rolling fog, thick and suffocating. My acceptance letter to State University was still warm in my jeans pocket, stamped just yesterday. Full merit scholarship for tuition, but room, board, books? Those were on me. I'd built that fund meticulously. Every birthday card cash, every babysitting gig at $8 an hour, every summer mowing lawns until my hands blistered. 4 years of discipline, totaling $8,500 by last count. Dad had matched the first half faithfully, until he didn't. I stared at the brochure, the smiling backpackers blurring. Emily bounced on her heels, oblivious. "Thanks, sis. I'll send pics." Mom hugged her tightly, then glanced at me with that familiar half-smile. "Practical as always, Iris. You'll figure out college." They wheeled away towards security, Emily's laughter trailing like perfume. I stood there, brochure crumpling in my fist, the terminal's air conditioning raising goosebumps on my arms. That was the shocking moment. The theft announced casually, like borrowing a sweater. But it wasn't the start. It was the dam breaking. Growing up in our quiet suburb, the favoritism was a subtle architecture, built brick by unnoticed brick. Emily arrived when I was 2, a colicky surprise that shifted gravity. My crib became her nursery, my toys, her collection. By kindergarten, the parties set the template. Emily's 5th birthday, rented bounce house vibrating with 20 squealing kids, pony rides in the backyard, a cake from the fancy bakery downtown, 3 tiers of pink fondant roses, chocolate ganache dripping like candle wax. The air smelled of cotton candy and fresh hay, laughter echoing off the fence. Neighbors oohed over the professional photographer capturing her in a princess gown. Mine, a week later, folding picnic tables dragged from the garage, a sheet cake from the grocery store with lopsided icing letters, 2 classmates who came because their mom carpooled. Mom set out lemonade in plastic cups, the kind that stuck to your fingers. "You don't need the fuss, Iris," she said, wiping her hands on her apron. "Emily needs the social boost. You're independent." Independent. And the word lodged in my chest like a pebble. Dad nodded from the grill, flipping burgers that charred at the edges. "Save the energy for big things, kiddo." Emily watched from her swing set, new, assembled that morning, munching cake, pink frosting smearing her cheeks. I smiled for the Polaroids, blew out 5 candles alone, ate a cookie that tasted like shortening, the pattern etched deeper in elementary school. My science fair project, volcanoes with vinegar eruptions precise enough to win first place district-wide, earned a blue ribbon and a pat on the head. Dad missed the award ceremony. Emily's ballet recital ran long. Standing ovation for her pirouette, Mom recounted at dinner, plating Emily's extra scoop of ice cream. My ribbon hung crooked on the fridge door until it fell behind the magnets. Emily's half-point GPA bumps brought tutors, 3 times weekly, $50 a session from the family pot. My all A's? Expected, Dad said, eyes on the sports page. I logged it all in a spiral notebook. Dates, comments, costs. Not for revenge, but clarity. Quiet observation became my shield. Middle school amplified the tilt. I captained the math team to regionals, solving equations under fluorescent lights while teammates high-fived. Parents' night. Empty seats beside me. Emily's cheer tryouts overlapped. She needs our support, Mom texted from the gym bleachers. Video later showed Dad whooping as Emily nailed her routine. My first job at 14, neighborhood lawns, $10 per yard. Dawn starts before school. Saved $400 first summer for braces I needed but delayed. Emily wanted light-up sneakers. Family share, Dad said, dipping into petty cash. My envelope under the mattress grew slower. High school sealed the foundation. Straight A's every semester. AP classes stacked like bricks. National Merit semi-finalist letter arrived senior fall, framed briefly, then archived. Emily's C's in honors English. Private coach, $80 per hour to build confidence. Prom. I sewed my dress from thrift patterns, midnight blue chiffon that swished softly. Emily's arrived in a garment bag from the mall, sequined, $300. Special occasion, Mom justified, ironing it with care. Dad's wallet opened without question. Graduation day, valedictorian speech rehearsed in my mirror, words on resilience under stadium lights. Family section empty. Emily's JV soccer playoff. Watch the stream, Mom promised. The link buffered, died. Post-ceremony, I posed alone with diploma, cap tassel swaying in breeze. Text from Dad, proud, M scored winning goal. College loomed, applications, state university, engineering program, top 5%, acceptance. March 15th, scholarship details enclosed, room and board gap, $12,000 per year. My fund, $8,512. Deposits listed in my notebook, Dad's matches fading after sophomore year. I'd confront subtly over dinner. Fund status? Casual. Solid, he'd say, changing subject to Emily's art class. Then the airport. The rate exposed. I drove home that night. Brochure on passenger seat, streetlights streaking yellow. House dark except kitchen glow. Notebook open, I added. June 12th, 2015. Europe transfer $6,000. Fund now $2,512. No tears. Just resolve. I enrolled anyway. Community college first 2 years. Transfers to state. Worked doubles at diner. Grease scent clinging to hair, feet aching on tile. Rebuilt fund to $4,000 by sophomore year. Never mention the theft. Observed. Emily's post-high school. Gap year extended to 2. Paris selfies. Rome gelato posts. Barcelona club nights. Finding myself. Caption read. Likes poured in. My dorm room. Textbooks stacked. Desk lamp buzzing late. Freshman milestones ignored. Dean's list. Text read. Deleted. Emily's first tattoo. Family dinner toast. Sophomore year, I accessed online banking. Joint family login I'd set up years back for transparency. History revealed it. 5 withdrawals total from my fund. Braces down payment, $2,500. Emily, age 14. Summer camp, $900. Dance recital costumes, $1,200. Beach week rental, $800. Europe capstone, $6,000. each initial DAD. Mom's notes. Temporary. Iris understands. Texts synced. Emily to Dad. Can we dip into Iris's for beach? Low funds. Reply. Approved. Voicemail saved. Mom. Iris is practical. Won't mind helping family. Receipts compiled. Folder on thumb drive. Photos. Scans. Timelines. Pattern undeniable. My stability subsidized her whims. I graduated state at 22. Cum laude. Entry-level civil engineering at firm downtown. Salary modest. Apartment shared but mine. Car. Used Civic. Paid cash from new savings. Emily. Retail hopping. Entrepreneur dreams. Parents co-signed loft lease. Funded business courses. My holiday cards. Practical gifts. Socks. Tools. Hers. Spa days. Flights home. Weddings dotted timeline. Cousin Mia's. Full family turnout. Speeches praising Emily's glow. My engagement? None. Focused on career. 10-year reunion approached. Invites pinged email. Collins family table. RSVP'd yes. Prepared. Week prior. Printed dossier. 50 pages. Bank records color-coded. Text printouts. Deposit ledgers versus withdrawals chart. Timeline graphic. My achievements left column. Dates blank beside. Hers right. Family presence marked. Reunion eve. Ironed dress. Black sheath-hugging frame I'd toned at gym. No makeup drama. Folder in clutch. Slim leather. Ballroom. Chandeliers casting gold pools. Buffet steam trays hissing. Old classmates air-kissed. Swapped LinkedIn. Found table. Mom in sequins. Dad scotch in hand. Emily tipsy on wine. Mark. Her husband. Accountant drone. Scrolling stocks. Iris. Join us. Mom air-hugged. Perfume cloying. Small talk. My promotion to project engineer. Apartment buy. Emily. Influencer now? Travel vlogs? Mom beamed. Remember your Europe trip, Em? Changed everything. Opportunity. I sipped water. Ice clinking. Funded by my college savings. Dad choked. Ancient history. Clutch opened. First sheet slid across linen. Transfer confirmation. $6,000 June 2015. Gasps from aunts nearby. Mom flushed. Temporary loan. Page 2. Full history. 5 total. $11,400 taken. Repaid. $0. Emily paled. I didn't. Text printout. Her request. You did. Dad. Family shares. Timeline. Skipped my graduation. Science fair. Acceptance party. Attended all yours. Silence spread. Relatives leaned in. Mark frowned at Emily. Mom. Not now. Facts don't expire. Voicemail transcript. Her voice justifying. Emily teared. Sorry. I stacked papers. Repay principal plus interest. Lawyer contact. Boundaries set. Stood. Peace now. My life. Earned. Walked out. Head high. Murmurs fading. Checks came. Silence followed. My firm. Senior role. Home. Quiet. Bookshelves full. Success whispers.